That Arctic blast is here and with a vengeance, bringing freezing temperatures across southeast Texas. Let's take a live look outside because you want to look, you don't want to actually be outside right now. Hard freeze warning still in effect. You can see the American flag flapping in the breeze. Woo, biting outside.
Yeah, it's a cruel breeze. Now check out this video one viewer sent us of a small frozen tree. They tell us they filmed this 2 hours ago off the East Freeway near Federal Road. Look at the size of those icicles.
Ooh, something sprayed that water.
Yeah, well, our team weather coverage continues. The wind is the main concern today. Let's start with Kim.
Oh yeah, that Arctic air really made an entrance last night, now taking center stage. It is a freezing Friday, quite literally, for Pearland, below freezing in more spots than it is above freezing. Right now, Conroe 30 degrees, Huntsville holding on to the upper 20s, Hobby a little bit above freezing by 1 degree, Sugar Land 2, and the island 34 degrees. But yes, it's all about the wind today because that's what's been making it feel so much colder than the actual air temperature reads. So current winds still sustained right around 15 to 20 miles an hour, 23 miles an hour for Galveston right now, but those gusts getting close to 40 miles an hour, still getting close to 25 for Sugar Land Hobby at a gust at 30 miles an hour. So what does it actually feel like out there? Teens and low 20s. That's about as good as the feeling got for today. 22 is what it feels like in Pearland. Sugar Land feels a degree above that. Upper teens for Conroe is the feeling. Palacios feeling like 19.2. Guess what? The feeling is going to be fairly similar for tomorrow as far as what the skin is reading. And you know what? The chill is here to stay, and it is far and wide for our friends and family too, Dave.
It's been a very cold drive across Texas today for those travelers. Take a look. These are temperatures about 12 hours ago. This was at about 4:30 in the morning. Houston was at 17 degrees. Dallas was at 11. We bottomed out at about sunrise, which was at about 6:30, which dropped us to 15 degrees at Bush. That was our official low temperature, only 2 degrees warmer than the 13 for a low we recorded during the February 2021 freeze. And then temperatures, well, they've warmed, but they've been cold all day. Bush now sitting on 31 degrees. We never did get above freezing at Bush. Dallas is 25 right now, but the wind continues out there 10 to 15, sometimes gusting to 20. And so the actual feels like temperature right now across the state feels like 12 in Dallas, feels like 14 in Abilene. Houston feels like 19 degrees. Okay, another cold night coming up tonight. We'll talk about how cold we're going to get. We'll take a look at that Christmas forecast as well when we see you again in a few minutes.
Thank you, David Paul. Now, of course, during this kind of weather, a lot of us are going to be wanting to turn the heater up, but you're not going to be happy when that bill comes in.
You never are. Tiffany Craig is here now with some alternatives to warming things up. Hey, Tiff.
Hey, guys, and I have props. Look.
Oh, my.
There we go.
Love props.
Yeah. So for every degree above 68 that you turn your heater up, that means the cost of your power bill will go up 3 to 5%.
Wow.
Oh.
So for everyone, whatever your heating source is, it will go up 3 to 5%. So the first tip from Reliant is layer up, even if you're in the house, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm trying to tell my
I know,
boys that,
I
but
know.
they don't listen.
Some
I
throw
know.
blankets even help.
Right,
Yes.
so
Yep.
I have some more things that require things like towels and bubble wrap. And here's the first one. Turn your ceiling fan clockwise. In the summer, you turn it counterclockwise. In the winter, you turn it clockwise. There's a switch
people
up
forget
top.
that. People
They
forget that.
absolutely
Yeah.
do. And what that does is it pulls that heat that's up at the top, it brings it back down to the floor, and then you get the warmth again because heat rises. So this brings it back down. The next one, during the day, if it's sunny like today, open the blinds and curtains because that sun will actually warm up. It will actually help to warm up your house, and your heater won't have to work as hard.
Makes sense.
Yes. And then here's something that, we've probably all done, but it's worth a reminder. Roll up towels and blankets, and if you have a draft under the door, the window, shove that under there. It's a temporary fix, but it will work for now. And Reliant has another tip for us.
What do we know about using bubble wrap on the windows?
So it's pretty interesting. Right now, a lot of us have been doing Christmas shopping, maybe getting a lot of those deliveries from Amazon. So some of us have some extra bubble wrap, and bubble wrap actually serves as an insulator. It's pretty common in the Northeast to hear people actually tape up plastic on the inside of their windows during the wintertime. And so if we have that bubble wrap or really any sort of plastic that we can create an air barrier in between the outside window and the inside of the house, that creates just a little more insulation in order to prevent that cold air from coming in.
There you go.
That's
I didn't even
brilliant.
think about that. And so
Life hacks.
That's right. So you can use just plastic or bubble wrap, which kind of has that added layer with the air pockets in it. And one last thing. I am not suggesting you use your oven as a heater. That's a real big no-no. However, if you finish cooking and you turn off the oven, open up that door. It is a waste to not let that heat out while the oven cools, and that's a freebie because you're already using the oven for cooking.
I made brownies last night.
I'm telling you.
Should have left the
I'm
oven
all
door open
about it.
afterwards.
I'm like, all right, warm it up.
Yeah,
warm it up.
Keep the kids away from that oven.
Well, yes, obviously you have to be careful with that, but
Yes.
it will still help to warm things up a little bit. It's just little things that make a difference.
You bet. All
Thank
right,
you so much, Tiff.
You're
Right,
welcome.
and I got to. I just got to.
She's going to do it. I knew she wanted to do
Surrounded
it.
by
Right.
children.
Yes.